Last one under medium complex category. Split the name into first and last names. Again, we are referring to string extraction. So the obvious function to use is substring. Let's use that. I'll share the DDL scripts to create a table named text data and insert relevant data into it. So you can leverage the dataset for your string functions practice. If you don't have PostgreSQL on your system, please install it to leverage its powerful open source database capabilities for your SQL practice. Follow our installation video for step-by-step instructions. Here is the question. Let's view our data in text data table before we come up with the query. This is the name column, which we want to split into two parts, first name and last name. So you already got the string function that we can use here, substring. Let's use it. Here there is a catch. Do you think only substring function can help us split the name column? No. Substring function alone cannot help us with the split on the column because the values are dynamic. We cannot use index numbers. One thing that is column across the data is space. One thing that is common across the name values is space. So there you got the hint. How can we identify this space using position function? That means you need both substring and position functions to do the job. So let's have the column added here. Name. First, let's retrieve the first name, which anyways will start from first position. So starting index is 1. Length, we cannot put a hard-coded number because like we just discussed, it varies. So here the position function helps us locate the space, position of space in name column -1. Let's see with an example how it works. Let's take this example John Doe. So instead of name column, I have taken the example value John Doe. Next, starting index 1. Length is position of space, right? Position of space in John Doe. This will retrieve 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this will retrieve 5. But we don't want 5 characters, right? If we use 5 characters, then the space will also be added. We want only till n. That's why we have added -1. -1. So this -1 will cut the space by fetching the length of the characters as 4 here. Let's execute this so you'll understand what exactly we are talking about. Let's put it in quotes. John. This is exactly we are applying on a table. Let's give an alias name as first name, comma. Now let's write the last name. For the last name, you should be using substring function, no doubt about it. Name, this has to be changed. The position is used as the length of the string for first name. Here that won't work because it has to start from the space to fetch the last name. Let me execute this to show you what exactly I'm talking about. See, last name should start from this space, not exactly from this space, but one position after the space. So that's why I'm adding +1. Okay, now we have the starting index. What is the length? Here we don't necessarily have to give the length. Remember, by default, it fetches all the characters if we don't provide the length value in the substring function. So we can leave as is. Let me execute the same on the constant, then we can execute it on the table. Instead of name, let me put it John Doe. We have got it because the position function identified the space which in turn helped us to fetch only the string that we want to retrieve. So likewise, we'll apply on the table too. From text data table. Execute it. See, we are simply applying the logic to identify the values that we want to extract the strings. Substring and position or inString are the most frequently used string functions in real time. You got the result. See you in the next one.